Hello everyone. Hello everyone, Orange here. Welcome back to another video. Welcome to my Trial of Ascension Hard series for the month of May of 2016. Today we're on level 70. It's the Occult girls. They finally got their revenge on me 40 times because I was able to beat them easily in TOA normal, and now they're back and they're harder. So, I basically barely passed this level, and I think the tips I will give you guys will give you guys success and help you, so I have a lot of stuff to talk about, sort of. Not really. I'll make it brief. Okay, so let's play the video. The strategy is the same as normal, pretty much, which is kill the light imp, then the wind imp, and then I go for the light girl. I don't know if other people do or not. So I killed the light girl first, then the wind one, and I think as soon as I did that, that's what allowed me to pass the level. I basically hard CC'd the wind girl, so we're talking about attack bar resets and provokes, and then I killed the light girl. So I would highly suggest trying that strategy out. I tried going for the wind girl first. Someone on Reddit today, well, not today, but I was like looking it up because, like I said, I did this level like 40 times or so. I tried a couple different teams. This team is the best on paper, and I think that's why it ended up working, and my persistence and using the strategy, like I said, provoke and attack bar reset the wind one and let the light one do whatever she pleases. So someone on Reddit was saying that they were like doing the opposite and going for the wind girl and CCing the light one. But when I did that, I failed, and there is some logic behind it, which I think is also why you should go for the light one, so I'll explain that logic. Basically, both of the girls, their first two skills are the exact same. Their third one is different, and the wind girl's third skill will glance you, which means if you land a glancing hit, if you have glancing on you and you land a glancing hit, you won't land your CC, or your debuffs, because debuffs won't be applied if you glance. And then her third skill also pushes your attack bar back, and if you watch me do this level, and even if you do it yourself, I was finding that I could not even, it was really hard to keep up, like the pace. Even with my Mav speed boost, I needed his Mav's skill cooldown thingy. It's really hard to keep up with them. The other team that was somewhat successful was Bernard and Spectra, and I think that worked out because Spectra's really fast, and you can just crank out pushbacks on them and slows to make sure that they're always slowed, and then Bernard will speed your team up. So I think that team was kind of good because of that reason specifically. Like, they're just kind of hard to keep up with. So you just don't want to let the wind one use her third skill on you, because if she glances you, sorry, you're not gonna land your CC, probably, which you need to be landing to keep up with them, and she will push your attack bar back, which will also make it so you can't keep up with them. So that's the whole logic behind it. And also, I think this morning I was more awake than I was yesterday, which helps. Like, when you're not so tired, you sometimes make better decisions, and I think I was using some skills that I shouldn't have yesterday at the wrong time, and that was probably causing me to lose, along with using the wrong team. So I was getting pretty frustrated today, and I find that, like, when I get frustrated, I use the wrong skills, but that was okay. I kind of pushed through it, and I ended up beating it, but sometimes you gotta, like, take a break, because I have used so much energy on this level, and it's probably not worth it, but I would consider it worth it, sort of. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta be like, okay, this isn't worth it. So yesterday I did the level I don't know how many times, and then I was like, okay, I'm spending too much energy on this. How about I just go back to dragons and sit here and think about what I can do to beat the level? What factors are in my control that I can improve? And I was thinking maybe I could put Spectra on Violent. I don't know about that though. I kept going back to the same team because I knew this team is the best on paper. We're looking at way more CC. We're looking at a glancing. We're looking at that slow, which we probably need. We're looking at provokes, and then we're also looking at skill cooldown reduction, which means that I'll get more attack bar resets. So, I don't know. This team just looked too good, and I ended up just picking this team back up today, and I did the level a bunch of times, and I got kind of close, and then I started realizing I actually lost. I failed one run because I attack bar reset the wrong target, and I was like, shoot, if I just attack bar reset the other one, I probably could have gotten farther. Maybe I wouldn't have failed, maybe I would have beaten it, maybe I just would have gotten farther but not beaten it. So I knew it was close once I was able to get that far, and then I kind of started thinking, at that point I was thinking, okay, what do I need to actually do? Like, who do I need to be CCing here? And then I thought, like, alright, I haven't tried this strategy yet. I haven't tried hard CCing the wind one, aka provoke and attack bar reset, and I haven't tried letting the light one do whatever she wants. So I tried that, and that's what you see in this run. Towards the end I kind of start messing up, but that's pretty much what I did in this run, and that's what helps me beat it. So if you guys try my strategy, provoke and attack bar reset the wind one, and that doesn't work, try doing it for the light one. Sometimes you gotta try different stuff. Sometimes you gotta try doing both. Like, you gotta try like a hybrid strategy. On a lot of levels, like the Brownie Magician level and stuff like that, where there's like a bunch of different elements, sometimes you gotta go for one of each. I usually like to go for the fire one and the water one at the same time. So for the fire monster, for the water monster, I'd pretty much just focus my Vero on that one. And then and also like my Bernard, if I was using Bernard. And then for the fire monster, I use all my other monsters. So sometimes you gotta split it up. Also on the Lyrith level, on the Arya and the Vero wave, I was finding that going for one of each was the best strategy when I was struggling with that on normal. Now I don't really have any problems with it, but sometimes you just gotta try different stuff, like, you know, either hard focusing one or splitting it up. So I would try different stuff out if you guys are struggling, but I think my strategy is superior to the other strategy of going for the light one first. And I already told you guys my logic. It makes more sense to me than the light one. Like, what can we say? The light one might do a little bit more damage than the wind one, but I don't really know. Arya is really good with her glancing, because if they glance on you, then they won't land their CC on you and proc again. So, slowly but surely, I will finish both girls off, and you guys can see how hard it is for me to keep up with them, because sometimes one of them loses her slow, especially if they proc. Like, that's the worst. Then they lose their slow, and it's like, shoot, you're not slowed. You gotta be slowed. Stop hurting me. I guess I'll try to talk about some other random stuff. Some of it may be related, some of it might not. I haven't decided who I'm going to Devilmon next. I have a couple of monsters who I have a Hua who I just obtained. I'm looking at getting Briand next week. If I summon one, I could Devilmon Briand. And what else is there? I have my Lag, of course. I was even thinking about Sig. I know a lot of people love Sig Devilmon. I haven't quite decided to do that yet, so we'll have to see. I'm so lazy. I need to do more research. Like, I think I wrote down, there's like a couple of things that I need to look up. Spectra runes, Hua runes. I already looked up Hua runes, though. I stuck some runes on my Hua. She's not that good, but we'll see. I have her on Violent Revenge. I tried to put her on Violent Blade because you guys know all that information came out about accuracy, so all the accuracy I ever need on her is going to be probably 55 for dragons and then 45 for necro. So I have her at like 60 actually, it just kind of ended up that way, so you don't need focus on her necessarily unless you have like really good focus runes that you want to put on her. So mine is currently speed, crit damage, attack. Her crit rates, I believe it's like 68%, which is pretty low. Her crit damage, I haven't maxed her. Maggie, quit! I'm trying to do a video. That's my dog. She's out there barking and chasing cars. Funny story, she was actually on Google Maps or Google Street View, chasing the Google car, but then they took her off. Like, I was looking up my house to see if she was, like, I was like, I bet Maggie's on Google chasing the car. She was. And then a day later, she's gone. They, like, switched the pictures, and she's not there anymore. But I did take screenshots of her on Google Maps. I think they just drove by, like, on one side of the street, and then for some reason drove by on the other side. I don't think they photoshopped her out because I think that'd be too hard to do and it would look all messed up and stuff. I'm pretty sure they just switched the pictures for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's the same time of the year, like, because the outside of the house looks the exact same. So I'm pretty sure it was just, they just drove by once and drove by again. So back to Summoner's War stuff, I guess. About my Hua. So I have her on Revenge, and the only thing her Revenge will do is possibly proc her slow, because if an enemy just moves, their attack bar is 0, so she procs Revenge, she's not going to be pushing their attack bar back anymore. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Like, I'm probably like 90% sure, because I know like the ticking works differently, like the ticks are kind of weird for like attack bar related stuff. So I could be slightly wrong, and they could slightly tick up if she revenges or something, but I don't think that's the case. So I just have her on Revenge because those were like my best runes. I had no Blade runes. I wanted to put her on Blade, but I didn't have any. And I didn't have Violent runes to make up for those Blade runes. I have no idea why I have no Blade runes. I should have a lot. But I don't, so maybe I need to work on that. Maybe I need to get back into Giants for a little while. I don't know. So I think that's about it. I'll just play the rest of the video so you guys can see the whole thing if you're curious about how it ends up towards the end, because this level was really close. Like, even when I'm just killing both girls, they could really do a lot of damage, especially even just this one. You don't want to mess around, because if this one procs on you, she could probably kill something and it could get bad, especially because she's so tanky. Like, I could actually picture, I think it's very possible that this one girl could have wiped me if I wasn't careful. So I just play it out and keep to the strategy, keep all the CC on her and stuff. Sometimes I mess up. You saw I just provoked her there, which is totally pointless. I should not have done that, especially because her attack bar was filling back up. Sometimes I make mistakes, so I need to work on that. And I actually haven't tried to get any higher in TOA hard yet. I just passed this level, and then I was like, I'm gonna go take my dog for a walk and then come back and do my videos, because TOA just reset sort of recently, so I'd like to have the videos out so you guys can reference them as soon as possible. So that's what I decided to do. And then I'll be doing 60 and then 2 other levels that were kind of difficult after I finish recording this one. Slowly but surely. I'll skip ahead because it's kind of boring. I'm kind of just doing the same stuff 4 minutes later. We did it! Yay, a Devilmon! So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I'll be working on my rune quality, so I'm hoping next month I can improve Mav and Arya and my other TOA hard monsters, so it won't be that difficult. And maybe I can get farther. So we'll have to see if I can get to 80 and how that is. I'm hoping it'll be easy. I think it will be because it's Sierra, and I think she should be easy if I just do the same strategy pretty much. I might even use this exact same team. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys later.